Is true love even possible in the glittering world of fame? Flashing cameras and endless headlines? Against all odds, Taeyang and Hyo-rin have become living proof that it is. Their real-life love story has defied expectations, melted hearts, and stood the test of time in an industry where romance rarely survives. Let's dive into the untold story with red carpet revealed, and uncover the secrets behind this unshakable bond. Is true love just a myth in the world of celebrities, flashing cameras, and endless scandals? For many, the answer is yes. But then, there's Taeyang and Hyo-rin, a love story so rare, so deeply rooted in sincerity, that it forces us to rethink everything we thought we knew about celebrity romance. This is not just a sweet fairy tale. This is a gripping story of passion, separation, unwavering faith, and one jaw-dropping twist that changed everything. The beginning, a music video, a glance, and a spark. It all began in 2013 on the set of Taeyang's music video, 1 AM. Hyo-rin, a rising actress with a disarming smile, was cast as the female lead. The concept? A passionate, raw, emotional love story. Little did the production team know, they were capturing something real. Witnesses on set recall the intensity between the two. There was a scene where they had to hold each other in silence, said a crew member. And when the director yelled, "Cut," they didn't move. It was as if time froze around them. That day, a seed was planted, but the road ahead was anything but smooth. The hidden years. A love that stayed in the shadows. For the next few years, their relationship was kept quiet, almost too quiet. Industry insiders began whispering that the two had gone their separate ways. Paparazzi searched for signs, but found nothing. Fans speculated. Were they together? Had they broken up? Behind closed doors. However, an entirely different story was unfolding. Taeyang, a global superstar constantly on tour, and Hyo-rin, immersed in back-to-back film shoots, were battling distance and pressure. But instead of growing apart, they clung to each other. There were nights, long, sleepless nights, when Taeyang would sit in hotel rooms across the world, writing lyrics inspired by her. And Min? She once admitted in a rare interview, every time he left the country, I kept a shirt of his unwashed. The scent, it made me feel like he was still home. But even as their bond grew stronger, a silent threat was approaching. The unexpected rift. A wedding that nearly didn't happen. In early 2017, news broke that Taeyang and Hyo-rin were engaged. The internet exploded. Headlines called them the golden couple of K-pop. But what fans didn't know was that just days before the announcement, the wedding was almost cancelled. According to a close source, an intense disagreement had erupted between the couple over privacy. Taeyang, ever loyal to YG's protective media stance, wanted a small, secret ceremony. Hyo-rin, having waited years in the shadows, wanted to celebrate loudly, openly. They didn't speak for 3 days. It was the first time I thought I might lose her, Taeyang would later confess in a private documentary clip never aired on TV. And I realized, I'd rather give the whole world access to our moment than lose her completely. In a surprising twist, it was Taeyang who called the press conference, something no one expected from the most private member of Big Bang. He declared, voice shaking, "She waited for me, and now, I'll wait forever for her." The press cried. Reporters forgot to take notes. Fans around the world wept with joy. The wedding, beauty, tears, and a vanishing bride. The wedding was set at a church in Anyang, attended by Korea's biggest stars. G-Dragon, CL, Psy, all dressed in black and white. But as the music started playing, and the doors opened for the bride's entrance, something went wrong. She wasn't there. Gasps echoed in the hall. Taeyang stood at the altar, motionless. 2 minutes passed. Then 5. Whispers turned into murmurs. Was she having second thoughts? And then, it happened. The doors flew open, and there she was, tears in her eyes, makeup streaked. She had almost not come. Later, she revealed that a panic attack had hit her in the bridal suite. It wasn't about marrying him, she said. It was about stepping into a world where everything I loved would be exposed. But Taeyang knew. He had asked for a mic. And from the altar, he began singing her favorite verse from Eyes, Nose, Lips. That's when she walked, slowly, shaking, but determined. The moment she reached him, the entire hall rose in applause, not a dry eye in the room. After the vows, real life, real battles. Marriage didn't magically erase the challenges. Rumors flared in 2018 when Taeyang enlisted for military service. Tabloids claimed Hyo-rin was lonely and spotted with another man. None of it was true, but it hurt. Still, she waited, quietly, faithfully, and when he returned in 2019, she was there, holding a bouquet, standing by the gate before the cameras even arrived. They moved into a quiet neighborhood in Hanam-dong. Rarely seen, rarely photographed, but to those close to them, it's clear, their love isn't performative. It's real. The final twist. A private message made public. In early 2025, Taeyang accidentally shared a private voice note on his social media, a message meant only for Hyo-rin. Within seconds, it was deleted, but not before thousands had heard it. If I ever have to live 1,000 lives, I'll find you in each one. I promise. Fans went silent. There were no hashtags, no memes, just stunned admiration. Because in an industry built on illusion, this love feels real, while millions of fans admire their public appearances and envy their beautiful wedding. Very few know what goes on behind closed doors, in the kitchen, in handwritten letters, and in cafes too quiet for headlines. This is the real story. The one where love is found not under flashing lights, but over Sunday omelets, tiny folded notes, and warm cups of coffee shared in silence. In their Hanam-dong home, Taeyang and Hyo-rin have a tradition that neither schedule nor stardom has ever interrupted: Sunday cooking together. Sources close to the couple say it's been their ritual for years. Ever since the early days of their relationship. It doesn't matter how tired they are. One friend shared, every Sunday, they cook breakfast, or sometimes dinner, side by side, with music playing softly in the background. Their go-to dish? Spaghetti with garlic oil and grilled mushrooms. Simple, homemade, and always followed by cleaning up together. No staff involved. Taeyang once joked to a close friend, "The kitchen is where she lets me boss her around, but only for 10 minutes. Then it's her domain. It's in this space, away from awards and studio lights, that their love continues to grow, unfiltered, unposed, and deeply rooted in shared simplicity. Hidden in plain sight, their secret cafe ritual. While many celebrity couples hide behind tinted windows and exclusive lounges, Taeyang and Min Hyo-rin found refuge in a place so ordinary that it became invisible, a tiny, nameless cafe tucked in a narrow alley in Buam-dong. According to locals, the couple would often sit at the corner table near the window, dressed in oversized coats and caps, completely blending in. They never acted like stars, said the cafe owner, who only recognized them after 3 visits. He would sip black coffee. She always ordered hot chocolate. They'd just sit quietly, sometimes talking, sometimes not saying a word at all. One rainy evening, the owner recalls seeing Taeyang gently dry Hyo-rin's wet hands with a napkin. It was so intimate and unspoken. You could feel the warmth between them. These secret dates became their escape, an anchor to normalcy in a world that demanded the extraordinary. Long-distance love, the old-fashioned way. Perhaps the most touching layer of their story lies in how they kept love alive while apart, not with texts or FaceTime, but with something far more personal: handwritten letters and small keepsakes. During Taeyang's military enlistment and overseas schedules, Min Hyo-rin would send him letters scented with her favorite perfume, each one sealed with a lipstick mark. She never used email, never called. He said he wanted something to hold, she once said with a smile. In return, Taeyang sent her souvenirs from every city he visited: a dried flower from Paris, a sketch of their dream house from Berlin, a tiny keychain shaped like a sun. His name, after all, means sun in Korean. One of the most heart-melting confessions came from Taeyang himself. When I was stationed, I used to sleep with her letter under my pillow. I read it until it faded. In a world addicted to speed and convenience, they chose slowness, deliberate, thoughtful love. The kind that lingers. The beauty of the unseen. For fans who only know them as the glamorous couple from headlines. The truth is far more poetic. Taeyang and Hyo-rin don't just love each other, they like each other. They find joy in washing dishes, sharing pastries, folding laundry together, and watching old movies on the couch. They've built a life not on fame, but on moments that don't need an audience. While most celebrities are adored for their public personas, this couple remains unforgettable because of what they hide, the sacred, everyday things they refuse to turn into spectacle.